Fever coach Stephanie White reveals Caitlin Clark's motivation after conversation. New Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White told ESPN about a conversation she had with Caitlin Clark before her hiring was announced. The talk of the women's basketball community headed into November is the Indiana Fever announcing on Friday that they've hired head coach Stephanie White. White spent the past 2 seasons as a head coach of the Connecticut Sun, where she produced a 55-25 regular season record, won the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year award, and came 1 win away from taking her Sun squad to the WNBA Finals against the New York Liberty. But that's all now in the past, as White will be taking her talents to a Fever team that seems destined to be a true championship contender for years to come. The key piece of Indiana's success last season was rookie guard Caitlin Clark, who orchestrated the Fever's lethal offense and helped bring them to their first WNBA playoffs appearance since 2016. During an interview with ESPN on Friday, White revealed she spoke with Clark the night before her hiring was announced and offered the 22-year-old a ton of praise. "I spoke with Caitlin last night, and I think just overall excitement," White said when asked when her and Clark's conversation was comprised of. "I have been watching Caitlin play since she was an 8th grader, and just an exciting time for me. Very excited to be working with her and with this young team." White then discussed both her and Clark wearing number 22 while they played in Indiana, and concluded the segment by saying, "I just can't wait. She's a student of e-game. She loves the game of basketball. She has been so great with how she's handled all of the attention. She just wants to play. She just wants to win. And I look forward to coaching players like that," White added. Clark's motivation to play and to win appears likely to bear fruit next season.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
We're excited to talk to you about this because, as I just mentioned, you are no stranger to Indiana. What made you want to take this job?
Well, first and foremost, it's home. I mean, this is a franchise in the Indiana Fever, Indiana Pacers that's in my DNA. Grew up in Indiana, played in Indiana, played with the franchise, of course, a part of the franchise when we won the WNBA championship. And secondly, this young, exciting roster. You think about a generational player in Caitlin Clark and back-to-back Rookie of the Years with Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. So I think had the best year of her career. It's just an exciting roster. What an outstanding moment we have in women's basketball right now, and to come back and be a part of it in my home state with my home franchise, it's just a unique opportunity, and I'm so thankful and grateful for it.
You know, Stephanie, you mentioned also in your statement that it is an important time in women's basketball. How do you prepare to coach a star like Caitlin Clark, who commands attention both on the floor and by fans in a way that, frankly, we've never seen before in the W?
You know, I think the greatest thing is just, for me, having been a part of the WNBA for 25 years, having worked on both sides of it in the media and in the coaching realm, and being a player in this league as well. I mean, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. So I don't know if you prepare for it as much as you just embrace it, embrace where we are. Think about the momentum moving forward, where we wanted this league to be and where we still aspire for it to go. And just embrace this moment, embrace this opportunity, continue to help this team, this franchise be better, position ourselves for success.
Absolutely. Have you spoken, I'm curious, to Caitlin, and what was that conversation, if you can share any of that?
Yeah, I spoke with Caitlin last night, and I think just overall excitement. You know, I have been watching Caitlin play since she was an 8th grader, when I was coaching at the college realm and covering her games in college, and just an exciting time for me. Very excited to be working with her and this young team.
Not to mention, there's some pretty cool symmetry. You wore number 22 for the Indiana Fever. I mean, maybe it's too soon to say, but you could potentially be coaching the last player to ever wear 22 for the Indiana Fever. I mean, that's pretty cool.
It's very cool. I saw when they posted that today. I thought it was unique, certainly. She's a lot better, number 22. She puts the ball in the hole a lot more. But I just can't wait. You know, she's a student of the game. Yeah. She loves the game of basketball. She has been so great in how she's handled, all of the attention. She just wants to play. She just wants to win. And I'm looking forward to coaching players like that and this young franchise, this young team, and taking our next steps.
Stephanie, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Fever fans celebrate Stephanie White hiring with WNBA championship proclamations. One of the worst-kept secrets from this WNBA offseason has finally been solidified. Stephanie White has been named the head coach of the Indiana Fever. While White's hiring had been all but confirmed through various reports over the past few days, his announcement came on behalf of a Fever press release on November 1st. In the release, White is quoted saying, "I am incredibly proud and honored to return home to Indiana." White is no stranger to Indiana, as she spent 5 seasons with the Fever during her WNBA playing days, became an assistant coach of Indiana from 2011 to 2014, and then assumed head coach duties for the franchise in the 2015 to 2016 seasons. Now that the Fever have secured the 2023 WNBA Coach of the Year to lead their team, fans on social media are asserting that future championships for their team are all but assured. World champions next season. Let's go. Fans post on X. Great hire. X-user at Cleveland_Cam wrote on response to the Fever's announcement of White's hiring on X. Another X-user added, "She's going to lead Caitlin Clark to the promised land." Fever just won the 2025 WNBA Finals, wrote a third. While winning a WNBA title next season is a massive expectation for White to live up to, this hiring certainly makes Indiana feel like a certain championship contender for years to come. Duty calls for Stephanie White as Fever HC takes over NBA stage after bold move. Sitting beside Ryan Ruocco, White shared her excitement over the headlines surrounding her return to the Indiana Fever. When Ruocco asked how it felt to be back, she called it a meaningful homecoming and a chance to reconnect with familiar faces like Kelly Krauskopf and Lynn Dunn. For White, this move marks a significant chapter, as she'll be leading a young, promising squad that includes rising star Caitlin Clark, a perfect opportunity to shape the Fever's future.
When are you going to answer all these text messages you've been getting today, Steph? Nate,
Yeah,
you're
there's
the coach of the Fever.
quite a few today.
Yeah, what's the number
let's
up
see,
there?
Where are we?
Good.
197.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've responded to some already, so
Does it give you anxiety?
a little bit, yes. I don't like seeing all those numbers on my phone.
Got to clear that inbox. You know, you'd think you just get this massive news on a day where you're not also working, but no, you've had to juggle it all today.
Hey, we don't work for a living. What are you
I
talking
know,
about?
you're right about that. It really is amazing. So I've got to ask you, what are you most looking forward to with this opportunity in Indiana? Obviously, you get to coach Caitlin Clark and be in Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and you're back where you grew up. You're back home.
Yeah, I think there's so many things. First and foremost, it is home, right? This is a franchise that's a part of my DNA. Player there, coach there, was a part of the championship there, certainly. Working with Kelly Krauskopf, working with Lynn Dunn again. And then this exciting young roster at such a pivotal moment in women's basketball and the WNBA history. It's 25 years ago when I initially joined the WNBA. It's what I have always envisioned this league being, and to be able to do it at home is just really special.
Looking forward to.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for daily updates.